So today we are going to discuss on the luncheon. I think you have already know the story outline, and we have already discussed luncheon earlier, and this is the wrap class for luncheon. And who is the writer of luncheon? William Somerset Maugham. Okay. So, Richard, I think this is your first class on luncheon? Yeah. Okay, thank you. So this is a short story regarding irony, humor, and human nature. In this story, we will have only two characters. Before that, we need to know about the author. Author is William Somerset Maugham. He is British playwright, novelist, and short story writer. And these are his famous works of Human Bondage, Moon, and Sixpence and the Razor's Edge. Okay, later in your life, if you are interested, you can go through these stories. And his writing style is very much simple, witty, and ironic. And in this short story, we will have lots of experiences, very nice and fantastic experiences on irony. Okay, next. Now, the narrative style. Narrative style, this is first person narrative. When you go through the story, you have already seen that the story is, the writer is talking about himself. The I means first person. That's why it is written in the first person narrative, an autobiographical tone. Autobiography means Attojiboni. Setting, this is a French restaurant in Paris, first restaurant, and the characters. Two characters you will find in this story. One is the narrator or the speaker, or maybe the writer himself, as this is the first person narrative, and another is the woman, the lady guest, and the writer is young and struggling, okay, because we know that he is in his early life, he is barely earning hand to mouth, okay. He is young and very much promising writer, and the woman is older and self-proclaimed. This is the lady guest. These two, all the dialogues and all the occurrences are happening within these two characters. Now, plot. What do you understand by plot? Plot, Alvi, what is plot?
Sequence of event or sequence of
Incidents, sequence of events in a drama, short story, or novel. Okay, so here the plot summary is. First of all, you see that the narrators got flattered. The narrator is flattered by a woman who admires his writing. At first, the lady guest, the woman, she wrote the young writer admiring his novels and told for a meeting, asked for a meeting that she will be passing through Paris and she wanted to meet the young writer. So she invites me to lunch at the fancy restaurant, very expensive aristocratic restaurant, and she claims that she only eats very little fish, and she again and again tells that she never eats more than one thing for lunch. She ends up ordering expensive dishes like salmon, caviar, asparagus, ice cream, and coffee. And there is this champagne also, and so all the dishes and the drinks, everything, whatever she ordered was very much expensive. And narrator is very financially and emotionally developed. That That means he is financially bankrupt. And the ironic twist is that years later, I have told you that after 20 years, when the writer saw the woman in the theater, he couldn't recognize the woman because she becomes so heavy, so fat. And yes,
Poetic justice.
yes. Sometimes the writer thought that this is the punishment for this. This is one type of mental satisfaction the writer tries to have in himself. And he says her again fat and easy, too much pain and too much fat. So in this way he is getting some mental satisfaction and thinking that once upon a time when he got bankrupt, at that time he was quite helpless and the writer was too young to say no to a woman. That's why he could not say no to a woman, and one by one the woman was eating the expensive dishes and telling lots of stories and flattering the man, and in this way the writer got totally drained financially bankrupt. Now come to the theme. What is the theme of this story? This is theme is irony and humor. The woman says she eats lightly, but it's extravagant. She again and again tells that I never eat more than one thing for luncheon, but again she is eating one after another. And now this is a pretension. The woman must breathe with airs of sophistication. When the woman is talking about arts, talking about literature, so she's eating so sophisticated. She seems to be a very posh, sophisticated, but actually what is the activities? Her activities is very much fun, and a pretension was there. And revenge of time. So I told you regarding the time the narrator finds poetic justice. I'll be already told that poetic justice, what does it mean? What is poetic justice?
She gets her karma later.
Yes, poetic justice in literary terms, you can say that the good.
She got what she deserved.
Yes, what she or what the person deserves. That means the good should be rewarded and the criminal should be punished. This is called poetic justice. This is the poetic justice. In the woman's letter appearance. That means after 20 years, when the writer saw the woman, he got so fat that the writer could not recognize him. Now character analysis. You need to know characterization and you need to analyze the characters. And the narrator or the writer, young, impressionable, insecure, humiliated, but learns a life lesson. He, through her activities, the writer thinks that he learned a life lesson, and the woman is manipulative and pretentious. That means deceptive, and uses charm and flattery to exploit. So the writer was exploited, and he was flattered by the woman's words or the later of his flattered by the admiration. Yes, flattery to exploit. Now, what are the literary devices of it? We have already talked about irony, satire, and imagery. So, so imagery, what does it mean? In the poem, I wondered, looking at the cloud, we saw some imagery was used there by William Wordsworth. Imagery that vivid descriptions of food and setting. The description, when you see the story, the sentences and the color of the food and how it tastes, the taste also, that is called imagery. The description of the food is very much clear and detailed. Detailed description was there. That is called imagery. And lesson. Okay, so don't be fooled by appearances. So in this story, you will have the theme of appearance versus reality. If you were asked to write about the theme of appearance versus reality, so you need to know what the activities of the woman, the lady guest. This is the central theme. The central theme is appearance versus reality. So you should not be fooled. You should not be deceived by appearance. When you see a person by outer appearance, maybe he or she is looking very nice, smart, but actually in inward life, this is not the fact. This is not the actual case. So each and everybody, this is the advice or suggestion or lesson, whatever you may think, that don't be deceived by the appearance only. People may exploit your simplicity and generosity under the guise of admiration. Under the guise of admiration, and time reveals the true nature of people. True nature of people, that means it will take time to know a person, authentic person, genuine person. So don't be too much hurry, or you should have some patience to know a person, to know the reality of a person. That is why the central theme, appearance versus reality, is very much important. The appearance versus reality. In this story, to reveal the appearance, the writer uses irony, the writer uses satire and deception and social pretensions also. Okay? So now, how did the writer know it? Because he has already been deceived by the woman, by the lady guest. Lady guest who presents herself as modest and self-restrained, particularly regarding food, but whose actions contradict her words. Her actions contradict. That means whatever she is saying, but her activities are completely different, the opposite. That is called contradiction. Whatever you are saying, that no, I love literature, I want to read, I love story, I love novel, but actually you are not reading stories, you are not studying at home. So this is a pretension and deception. So whatever you say in your life, just try to focus on, try to do it in your personal life also. Now, conclusion. Conclusion, the luncheon is a humorous yet insightful look at human being. Think of it. This is humorous. Humorous means? Yes, funny, very much interesting, witty, but insightful. Insightful, that means there are deeper meanings there. Sometimes if you go through the story, you will see that this is a very funny story. The woman is telling, I never eat more than one thing for lunch, but again and again she is eating. This is funny, but actually this is insightful. The story has a deeper meaning and highlights themes of deception, irony, and poetic justice. wedding dressing we have already discussed, and deception, that means there is far difference from the appearance and reality. In appearance, what the writer see or finds, but in reality it doesn't. A masterful short story that balances humor with social commentary. This is another thing. So the main and central thing is the appearance versus reality. That means, okay, don't be fooled by the appearance. Don't be deceived by looking at the outer look of any person or anything. In the online shopping, sometimes we get deceived by online pictures or the videos when you go for online shopping. Maybe some of we got deceived by looking at the very grandeur, luxurious things, but actually when you buy the thing, that is not the same thing. The color, the product, color of the product or the quality of the product is not the same. So don't be deceived by the outer appearance. This is a learning for your personal life. So I think all of you understand the story very nicely, because this is a very famous and classic story and full of learning and lots of humor and irony is there. Okay, and do you have any questions? Questions regarding this story? Queries? No? So thank you so much.